Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new note which I'm going to check and tell you what is the difference between the old one and the new one. So this is the new 500 rupees note. Today I got my hands on it. It looks really nice and for some reason I find it a little smaller and reminds me of the old 10 rupees note which you can see at the top of the screen. Now, to just give you just a brief idea about this note, everything is written correctly in this section. Earlier, in my previous video, in the 2000 rupees note, things that were written in Urdu were incorrect. Instead of writing 2000 rupees, they wrote do bazaar. Anyways, coming back to the 500 rupees note, this note looks very nice. The paper quality is almost similar to the new 2000 rupees note. Now, one thing that I identified in this note, and it could be just the note that I have, not any other note. If you go to see, there is a misprint. If you see this part, there is a blur image of Gandhiji, which means the note has not been printed properly. And it could be possible because of high load that the workers are facing in the printing press. I don't know whether it's good or bad for this note, but I only have one note, so I can't even compare. What I did is I compared this with the new 2000 rupees note. Now if you go to see the new 2000 rupees note, it does not have that kind of a blur image, and which you see over here. Let me just get it focused for you. And this one, it does not have that image. Anyways, now this note is certainly smaller than the 2000 rupees note, which it ideally should be. But what I did is I compared this with the old 500 rupees note. Now let's see how big or small is this note compared to the old 500 rupees note. So here I have the old 500 rupees note, and here is the new one. Well, if you go to see, the note is certainly very small. So yeah, the note is really small, and I have compared this note with the new 2000 rupees note. For my surprise, the old 500 rupees note is yet bigger than the new 2000 rupees note. I went ahead and compared the new 500 rupees note with a US dollar to see what is the difference. So here I have a US dollar to compare with. The note is bigger, but marginally bigger. So comparatively, the note is very much similar to the US dollar. So if you see, this is a US dollar and this is the note. It's just marginally big. I am going to do a few more tests on this note to show you what exactly the security features are. We're going to do a light test. First thing, we will check the watermarks. So this note has a Gandhiji's image under watermark, a 500 written at the corner of the note, which you could see here, another 500 written with watermark on the other side of the note. When you see right at the top, there is another watermark which says 500, and right at the center of the note you will see RBI written. Now, apart from this, there is a few more features. There are some lines at the corner in this 500 rupees note, and the silver lining that you see right at the center, it's written RBI. Now at the corner again, there is another 500 written. So in all, there is a lot of watermarks in this new note to make it really difficult to counterfeit. Well, now we will go ahead and see the new 2000 rupees note. Well, in this note again, similar features been added. There is nothing extra added in this note. You will see the 2000 watermark. Then when we move towards the other side of the note, you will see another 2000 mark, and right at the top another 2000 watermark is there. Apart from this, right at the center of the note, you will see the silver line. Again on this line you will see it's written RBI. Now we move towards the right side of the note, and there you see 2K written, that is 2000 in watermark. And apart from this, well, this note is completely covered with watermarks, so I would say there are a lot of security features apart from the chip that everybody is talking about, which we will certainly check. Now again, here RBI is written. Another thing, there is 2K, 2000 and more 2000 written at the other side of the note, which you can see here. Now at the corner of the note, there is in very small letters 2000 is written. Well, now let's check the old 500 rupees note. Well, this note also have RBI written right at the center of the note, which you could see here. Apart from this, this note also have the watermarks that we've seen in the new notes, but if we go to compare it with the new note, the amount of watermarks are much lesser on all the sides, and the security features are comparatively very less. So I would say the new notes are much secure and difficult to counterfeit. Now we are going to compare this with the US dollar. Well, what I see in this note is just one watermark, which is at the corner of the note. Apart from this, I don't see any other watermark, and I am sure there must be much more security features than a watermark on this note. So I could conclude that there are more security features in our new note which we are not aware, and we are looking for the chip and the watermark alone. So now we are going to go ahead with a water test. So here I have a 500 rupees note, and I'm going to submerge this note in the water, and let's see what happens. The whole idea what I'm going to do is to make it completely wet and then try to see if there is any chip that we could see, or if the ink is fading by wiping it with the tissue. So now let's try to see if we could wipe the ink with a piece of paper. Well, you could see the ink is not coming out, so it's a good sign, because in our previous video we have seen the ink of the new 2000 rupees note was coming. So this is our new 500 rupees note completely tested. Now let's try the same thing with the 2000 rupees note. Well, we have already checked the note for the chip and we couldn't find a chip in it. But what we are going to do is just submerge it and see. All that I have noticed, this note just curls when you put this in water and nothing more. So with this we have come to the end of testing our new notes. I hope it works, and if you like this video, please go ahead and give me thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for upcoming videos.